Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. This is part 2 of the rear end rebuild / swap. We got a couple bolts that got stuck. I'm trying to pry the cover off so I can drill that bolt out because it got stuck as well. I rounded it off trying to get it out. Problems like this happen when you're working on old cars at weird angles, and I couldn't get it in there straight, so I practically just rounded it off. These are getting replaced. This is going to be painted. We're replacing all this hardware. We're keeping the shoes. Same thing over here, guys. I couldn't get the impact socket on here to get these off because of the angle of this piece right here. It wouldn't let it sit, so I'm gonna try my best to, even though there's rubber under here, I'm gonna try my best to bang these corners down and then bang this corner down right here to see if I can't get these two bolts out, because I'm pretty sure this side will come off because I've gotten the other two out, so this side shouldn't be as difficult. And yep, so enjoy this video, guys. This is part 2, and you know, like, subscribe, and comment. See, I just got that piece off right there, but we should still be able to slide these rear bars off, but I'm not going to be able to get the new cap on here until I drill this hole out right here and drill this hole out so I can put a through bolt and nut it on the back with a lock washer, guys. But these are my plans for today, just to get some of this stuff cleaned up and some of these parts breaking loose. These things are still stuck. The adjuster keys on here, have to free those up. I have a secondary set of backing plates off of another bug I have, so if these ones are too damaged, I'll just take them and replace them with the other ones. So yeah. All right, we got the left side, so the driver rear just held up with baling wire, automotive wire. It's not perfect, you know, it doesn't have to be, as long as it gets it out the way, and that's gonna get us enough space to hopefully move and pop out. All right, that wasn't the perfect release I've ever had, and mind you, you're supposed to have the jack under here, but I did not. But we're gonna take this angle right here. This is where we had it set right here, so you put it on, you push it, and then you have to push it up with the jack when you reinstall it to about that level. But this is the resting height, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take it and you're gonna grab yourself a nice thick line. If you're putting this back to the same height, I'm lowering it, so I'm probably gonna have it set right on the bar underneath, so it's gonna be flush, but I'm also gonna order coilovers so it takes up the slack in the rear end, so it's not sloppy when it hits bumps. But for safety reasons and for memory reasons, I'm gonna scribe the line anyways, right here. And you wanna do a couple good passes, or if you got a marker or a scribe tool, you do that as well. But since I'm replacing it, I'm not too worried. But I do want the original ride height, just in case I ever replace it and put it back to normal. So you're gonna want a nice scribe line so it'll stay there for a long time. All right. And you notice we're replacing this because it's all worn and torn out. This will work, but for safety reasons, I'm putting the dual plates on here so it's nice and sturdy. And here's my inner bushing, which was torn to hell, and it's been pressed in here. So you're gonna want to remove your inner bushing here for your torsion arm. Just get it behind it, unless you don't have new ones, in which case I guess reuse it if it's in good condition, but I ordered new stuff. So here's the old one. It's a factory part, meaning it most likely came with the vehicle, and they're probably original, but I can't guarantee that. And I'm probably gonna blow the tube out, but it's got some crud in here, but nothing too crazy. It's just, you know, it's 42, 43 years old, so you can't expect much from that type of stuff right here. Hey guys, I'm on the passenger side of my Bug, and I'll take it off for a second. Notice how I pinned this down because it was real close. I pinned it down because it was getting in the way. I have a really thick wall socket on my ratchet, and I need to be able to get this off. I started getting it off, and looks like it's I gotta get on there first, guys. But it's slowly but steadily turning, so hopefully we'll be okay. But yeah. After that one, we're gonna go for the top one. We'll probably have to bang some more stuff down because it's probably not gonna fit again. But I'll keep it going, and you'll see it when they're off. Hopefully, you don't need to watch this part. It's self-explainable. You're just taking bolts off, guys. Got that bolt out, guys. Wasn't too crazy hard. But... And I'm still dealing with this top bolt here, and I still have to bang the hell out of it to get the thick wall socket to sit flat. So, yep. All right, go guys. My impact is pretty much shot now. I'd say I killed the battery. It's on one bar, and it was giving out when I was turning it. It had just enough to break it loose, and now I'm back on with the ratchet. So we're getting the top bolt off, so that's good. We ended up stripping the bolt a little bit in the process on the head of the bolt, but we're gonna replace most of these bolts anyways with new hardware, because there's no point in putting old hardware on and risking it getting messed up again, because the heads are already messed up on some of them. So we're just gonna have to go to the store and replace them with something nicer. But this one came all the way off, and I don't have to worry about it. Or I don't have to worry about drilling anything out, so that's good. There she is. Got her off there. Well, it's not a her, but you understand, guys. It's just an object. Part, a tool to keep this vehicle operating correctly. This is the fun part, guys. We're just gonna wedge it off. This side should come off a little bit easier than the last side, given I did squeeze it a little bit. So. Nope, got a piece of metal down in the way. We did some metal work on the body, so not everything was patched up flush. So there's some tabs that's hitting in right here. It's definitely not making it past that. Guess we're gonna have to bang that in or something. So that'll be fun. We're gonna figure that one out. She's off of here, guys. I had to hit it with a hammer a little bit because whoever did this last patch weld right here for the fender bolt didn't think about being able to take the cap off, so it wouldn't have went on. So we're gonna have to bend this down and grind it flush, so when we put the new one on, it'll fit. So yeah, see, when you do work like this, guys, you're supposed to make your work nice and grind it down and seal it correctly. The work was done just fine the way it is, but they didn't account for the future, which you're always supposed to account for when you're working on cars. So it's not a bad patch, and I kind of messed up some of the body work, but you know, it's fine. I'm not too worried about this. I have to fix this panel anyways right here. This whole panel needs to be closed in, because right now it's just the rail and it's open, so I'll probably have to patch that in. And this probably just this back piece right here with just 2 pieces of a panel right here, guys. I'm probably just gonna pin that in and seal it with a polyurethane sealer, because I'm not too worried about that spot. We could weld it, but there's no real need. It's welded from the inside and it's patched, so as long as we seal it from the outside to prevent any water to get in, we shall be all right. Just another day with the bug work, man. This is me having no political opinion on anything, just enjoying working on my car, because that's how life should be, just worrying about ourselves. I'm just kidding. Oh man, it's been a fun week, guys. The world's going all crazy. People like who's getting elected, some people don't, you know. That's how the world works. No one's ever gonna 100% accept somebody, but we all wish for the best, you know. Me, I'm over here worried about my bug more than anything, because this car brings me happiness, and I've had it since I've graduated, and it's just taking a long time to fix. And not everything's gonna be done when it's driving, but it'll be drivable. And you know, that's the thing, rusted V-dubs, you know, you drive them till they fall apart. Yeah, buddy. So we're just taking it right now. We're gonna feed it under this spot right here. And all we're doing with this wire is we're keeping the axle held up and out of the way of the rear torsion arm. You take our little pair of pliers here, and you take it and you twist it so the inside tightens up, not the outside. Get it up in there and twist. Twist. You want it to be nice and tight, or as tight as possible at least. Right now it's obviously not as tight as possible. You get that bound up again. Come here, guys, I got you. Oh, up we go. But yeah, we're just taking it and we're twisting it, so but the inside gets tighter. And yes, this is resting on my leg right now, guys, but there you go. That's not as tight as I want it to be, but I can get tighter. Seems like it's enough to keep it out of the way, guys, and we're gonna start working our way and prying this thing off. But I wouldn't judge on how I get things off, because the only advice I give you that everybody else gives me is do not pry from this bottom spot. Even though I like to get it over a little bit from here. I like to get it on that edge with the bottom part, but I don't advise you taking it and prying it from under here to get the pop off, because you got to remember there is force behind here, and if you're not careful, the pry bar can swing back up and hit you in the face or hurt your body, even if you're wearing glasses or not glasses for these PPE. It's always good to make sure you know where to pry from, just to prevent injury, guys, because I'd rather you guys not get hurt working on your cars. But yeah, I think if I'm lucky, I might be able to just swing it off. Let's see. But first, let me before I forget a step. So you only need to draw one line, describe one line in this, but I like to describe two, just because you don't need to, but this is the resting position, so I like to just scribe one line here, and then when I pop it down, I'll scribe another line. That's just how I feel comfortable with doing it, and you don't need to do this step. This is just an extra step, only because this is only the second time I did this, and I'd rather be confident in its resting position, but you don't need to do this part, guys. You guys see it? It's way up there. You can't, it's far away, but you'll be able to see it hopefully. All right, I didn't pry it this time. I just banged it from the back side and it seemed to work just fine. Again, this is the step you need to remember. If you're setting it back to the original height, this has no tension on it. The torsion bars inside are not at tension. They're slacked and loose. And you got it past this point right here. So this main groove back here where it sits on, you're past here and it's just sitting. So right now it's just sitting right there. I can pull this out, but I'm not going to until we scribe this line right here. So we're gonna scribe that line, but it doesn't have to be perfectly straight. You just want to reference, because when you put it on, you're just going to want to eyesight it, like right there, bam, you see that line, and you see it sitting right about there, flush. So you just want a line for reference, because if it's on the wrong tooth, it'll be very off. You'll be able to notice it. So as long as it's like within 1/8 of an inch of this line, you're in the spot. But yeah, if you take it and notch it down one tooth and push it back in, you can tell it's not going to be parallel with the line. It's be kind of like slightly off. So yeah. You can use a Sharpie to draw the line on. For now, I'm just scribing it because it's enough for now. I'm gonna go back and I might line it up with some paint, but I'm not too worried about it. Because trust me, when you see the reference line, you'll be able to tell. So I'll pull it out a little bit if I can. Now let me show you guys. If it'll come out. All right, so I'm gonna put it down one tooth and you'll be able to tell. So guys, this is down one tooth and on the spline, and you can obviously tell it's way off, and it's visual, so you'll be able to tell visually if it's wrong or not. But once you get it pulled back out and put on the right spline, you can see where it's supposed to be. It's not that hard, guys. It just takes a couple seconds to line it up to the original factory height. But yeah, I just want to show you guys, this is not aligned correctly. You take it out, you pull it up one spline, you push it back in, and you'll be aligned where it needs to be. Hey guys, so this is how I've learned it personally. You might have a different way of doing it, but this is how I'm gonna do it. So we're gonna try to drill this hole out. We're actually gonna try to drill that bolt out and then the hole out, but we're gonna do the bottom hole first. So what we're gonna do is, we don't have any of the bolts out, so you're gonna take it, drill bit, and you're gonna size it to the bolt itself. And we're probably gonna undersize it, but you take another one, pull it out. And this one's pretty much the same size, but we could go bigger. It's okay if we oversize it. We can also put it in the hole on top to where we're, see that's about where we want it right there. See it? So take that one, we're gonna keep that one out. This one, those ones look like they might fit better. But first, that's gonna be one of the last steps, guys. But first, you're gonna want to take it, and you're gonna want to find the center, and you're gonna want to drill her out like so. But you're gonna want a smaller, probably drill bit. just to get the center drilled out so you can start the bigger drill bit. So I'm gonna probably take this one and just start drilling her out through the center, and I'll show you when we get farther. Hey guys, it's just a quick wrap up. I got my torsion arms out. I'm gonna plug the holes up with these rags. I got everything that I needed to get done today done. I didn't think I was gonna get this much stuff done actually. It's up. Both sides are ready to be sanded down a little bit, maybe possibly painted in some spots, and ready to accept these new rear swing arms, or whatever. Besides them being ready to accept them, I need to do some work on these pieces right here, because I did have trouble getting the cover off right here that someone previously patched this. So I'm gonna get all this stuff as flat as possible and, you know, weld it and then seal it. And the same on the other side, guys. I drilled this hole out down here. My father got the bolt to the left you see right there out for me. He did a really good job actually. Same with this side. It's not as bad as the other side, but just sand everything down, prep this right here, get some of it get out of there. Get this cleaned out, spray some stuff in there, you know, get nice and clean. Finish up some of this work because it's not perfect. We welded this when we had the arms still on here, so we're gonna bang it down, try to weld it, and then see, just make sure everything's sealed up for the weather. We still have this whole panel to put on that's not gonna get done right now, but we're just gonna make sure this is ready to go. And then the next step will be the hubs, replacing the axle boots, new lines for the brakes, and possibly, I don't know because it seems a little harder, but possibly putting new bushings, polyurethane bushings at where the A-arms are. So those are my plans for the next couple of weeks, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this quick little video. Go out there, go build your car. If someone tells you you can't, just tell them I got money and I got friends. So yeah, still a quick walk around. The car looks a lot nicer on camera, I'm not gonna lie. Look at that. She's gonna be low. Beautiful. Oh man, I love this car. Sweet little car. All right guys, until next time, take it easy, work on your cars, do your work. God bless America. Ha! Yeah.